What's up, Couyons? Ryan New, back with another review, and I got a guest star.
Back from Arkansas, ready to do some Elmer T. Lee. Whew. Some good
Uh,
stuff.
yeah, we're doing Elmer T. Lee today. Single barrel, sour mash, 45% alcohol, 90 proof.
Whew. You know how long I've been waiting for this? Yeah, it's a good one.
Well, actually, we're doing like a little comparison because we also have a Buffalo Trace single barrel Sazerac pick, or Rouse's Sazerac pick.
Yeah,
What is that?
it's a Rouse's pick, single barrel Buffalo Trace from Rouse's. I'm trying to find something that incomparable to give to this Elmer T. Lee. I mean, you look at a 90 proof bourbon, single barrel Elmer T. Lee, and this is 90 proof Buffalo Trace, always, single barrel. So it's a single barrel 90 proof whiskey against Elmer T. Lee, which is a single barrel 90 proof whiskey from the same distillery. So it'd be a good comparison. So.
You saw
But-
what I just did there?
Oh damn, dude! All right.
Forgot
Well,
my hat.
dude, I know it. Nicholas is always gonna be the home team. You know what I mean? But man, I like my Tigers, bro.
Me too.
Even though they shit their bed last week.
Well,
But let's see. So we got them poured up already. We got Elmer T. Lee on the left on each one of our sets, and the Buffalo Trace single barrel on the right. So we just kind of really taste and compare, look at some notes, and give our impressions on the two whiskeys. You know, there's a little different setup from what we usually do with reviews. So
all right. Well, let's get into the nose.
looking it up, after we like just going on the nose, very clean, smooth. Like I hate to say smooth, but silky, defined kind of nose to it. You don't get any kind of harsh edges.
No, it ain't harsh at all. Very
No
smooth,
roughness.
just very clean. You get that citrus up front. We were kind of going back and forth earlier about baby lemon peel, orange peel. It's kind of hard to define, so I just put it as citrus zest.
I get a sweetness like a honey, but definitely like a citrus zest for sure. Almost like a peel of some kind of like a citrus fruit.
I get like a cherry or a berry note. After that, with some cinnamon, some really light low oak,
Yeah, you get a little oak in it. but
and almost no alcohol.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, hardly any kind of that was the thing that surprised me the most with it, is there's no, what you would call a alcohol like rough kind of pick or whatever, or like I don't know what you would describe it as. Like there's no alcohol nip to it. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's about as smooth as you can get on the nose.
Yeah.
Real, like, it doesn't even burn the nose out. You can sit there and really just get into it, and it doesn't burn. It's not harsh. It's
So
real.
actually had to look it up. I'm like, man, I gotta see what the age is. Obviously, it's a no age statement on Elmer T. Lee. So after looking up some stuff, every single barrel is they think it's around a standard of 9 to 12 years. So depending on what single barrel you get, you're looking at a barrel anywhere from 9 years old to 12 years old. Actually, I was 14, 9 to 14 years old, which that's crazy for a bourbon, right? It's pretty old. It's got some age to it, and you could tell it just in the nose, just that it's got some age to it. There's no harsh or roughness in it, so. But
Get into the palate. Almost grabbed the wrong one.
I was gonna go in the nose of the other one, but we can taste both of them. That's fine.
Yeah, I'd rather do this first and then go into that.
All right.
That way we're not mixing things.
Damn, boy.
Oh, sweet, smooth, caramel, cherry, cinnamon.
See, my sweetness comes from the honey. I get honey right off the bat with this thing. I could see you saying caramel though. I mean, it's right there. It's got a good sweetness from it. That's the first thing you get initially, is that sweet hit.
See, I don't get honey, but I find it has like the mouth feel is honey like.
That's smooth.
I get some mintiness after the cinnamon oak. Like I said, it's just super, super smooth. No harshness to it really at all.
Yeah, citrus note comes in about mid palate. Honey, right? I see. I already sweetness right off the bat. Then you get that citrus note. Oak follows in there, and then dude, finish ain't bad. It's rolling.
So I get the sweetness. I just don't really contribute it to. Maybe more caramel for me.
Yeah. I would say moderate to long finish.
I find it got a good finish, like it's there, but it's really light.
Yeah, kind of fades on.
It treads softly.
Yeah, it just fades on through the finish, but it fades for a while. That's good, man. Like, you really can't go wrong with this. If anything, like, I've had Irish whiskey before, and Irish whiskey is like drinking water sometimes. It's the only thing I have, like, with it that I don't like is almost too smooth. You don't get any kind of expression from Irish whiskey. And this is like the bourbon of Irish whiskey. Or this is it's good.
I don't know. Every Irish whiskey I have, I've never been impressed with. Maybe somebody can suggest some that might be worth it.
They're too easy to drink, man.
Don't even start with Redbreast because I haven't had any Redbreast that's been great or good or.
Everybody says try the cask strength. I had the original. It was like, eh. But
I don't know. I had the mini bottles. I don't remember if I had a cask strength, but they were good. There just wasn't anything impressive about them.
Yeah.
All right,
man, that's a hit right there. That Elmer to Lee.
All right. Compare before we run out here. Pour some more.
Yep.
All right. Nose Buffalo Trace. Wow. Now, the nose on this is a little bit more pungent, more upfront, in your face. The caramel is definitely a lot stronger.
Caramel for sure on this one. What was honey in the other one, I think, is caramel in this one. And me and my dad had drank this particular bottle. Same barrel, so it's a single barrel. So exact same bottle the other day, and it was smooth as can be. But compared to the Elmer T. Lee, it's not as smooth at all. It's got its edges now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is definitely more upfront, in your face. And we were kind of talking about this a minute ago. Like, this is more my style. I like a bourbon or whatever that has a little more punch, a little bit more upfrontness. Being smooth and easy to drink is not necessarily my favorite style of bourbon.
Caramel cherry, typical bourbon.
I would say they're very similar when it comes to the nose. This is just dialed up a little bit more because obviously it's not aged as much.
Yeah, I think with Buffalo Trace, you're looking at 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Roughly 6 to 8 years, whereas the Elmer T. Lee, you're looking at 9 to 14. So
I think this is finished more. It's more rounded.
Yeah.
No sharp edges versus this has the sharp edges.
That's about it.
Cinnamon.
On that,
There's a little mintiness on the nose too, right towards the end, but yeah. Palate.
It's good. Taste.
A lot more oak on the finish.
You get that. Oak almost comes in immediately.
That's what I would say. Like that's almost the first thing I get.
Yeah.
Like this, the caramel and sweetness and so on like that was kind of more up front. This just goes straight into like the oak right now.
Yeah. Oak, caramel, vanilla for sure, right off the bat. Your typical bourbon notes that you get. This, I ain't gonna lie to you, it surprised the hell out of me with the Elmer T. Lee because it was almost like a. I said it's bourbon. It's got bourbon notes, but it's so silky smooth that it's very. I don't know, like it comes off as an Irish whiskey on the feel, the mouth feel, on the texture of the whiskey, but it tastes like bourbon. And this one is your average standard bourbon, I think. This is good though. Both of them are good.
Color-wise, they're about the same. I'd say the Buffalo Trace is a little darker.
I didn't drink too much of my Buffalo Trace, so look at the color of it, but yeah, man, it's good whiskeys though.
Now, saying back to what I said a second ago, like I usually like the harsher ones. at the current moment, I think I'm liking this more than that, and just because that one is so much harsher. I don't know. That's so smooth and so.
Yeah, that Elmer T. Lee smooth as can be, man.
I think you have the idea that you like certain things more until you actually up front with it. Albert T. Lee, man. Whew.
Yeah.
This,
Same distillery, but it's crazy how a few more age. You know what I mean? Where you place the barrel at in the warehouses, what kind of temperature it's getting for maturation, and then just how long you got it sitting in the barrel for. It's smoothing out with age.
Having the sweetness from this one and then going to that is where we're just getting most of the oak from it. So I feel like we're missing a lot of like the beginning notes with it, and I think that might be because of having that beforehand. Like this is just so much sweeter up front.
Yeah, it's man, that's good bourbon, man.
Yeah. All right. Scores?
Dude, it's almost like so. It's got a good complexity to it, but it's so like I'm gonna say it's smooth. I hate to use the word smooth because it is like silky smooth. It is, but it's easy to drink.
It is really easy to drink. It is really smooth. As I was telling him beforehand, this might be the smoothest thing I've ever had.
Yeah, it's silky. They're close though. I do like me some Buffalo Trace, especially that single barrel, which you can't find in a whole lot of places. Not that many states you're gonna find a single barrel Buffalo Trace from.
I like this. I actually thought I would like that more than I like this, but now that I've done them side by side, I still like this more.
Oh, that's great. So Elmer T. Lee, I'm gonna start with Elmer T. Lee with the Couyons rating on it. I'm gonna go 7.75 on it. I like that whiskey. That's great. And Buffalo Trace, being the standard it is, 7.5. I'm gonna give that a quarter of an edge up.
See, thinking about this beforehand until we did it side by side, I was thinking 7.25 on this for me. That I like the harsher whiskeys, but after having it back and forth, I do like the harsher whiskeys most of the time, but drinking one after another, I prefer this. I think I'm gonna go, even 8.
There you go.
I was gonna go lower, but I think an
8.
even 8 is good for it.
That's great
and
whiskey.
7.5 for that, like he said, is right on the mark. It's the quintessential bourbon. It's
Buffalo
even better
Trace is
quintessential
great,
because it's a single barrel.
Yeah, Buffalo Trace is great. Good whiskey, man.
I think it falls a little bit short of this. The smoothness on this is, man, it's worth picking up a bottle.
I want to say,
try how
honestly,
smooth
it's
this
just the longer age that's been aged for is what makes up for the difference in score.
What's crazy though is it is an older age. It's not oaky. Like it's really like pungent.
Yeah, right.
It's really
that's actually oakier than that is.
Yeah. But it's weird.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's the video. Like, subscribe, comment. Anything else?
That's about it, man. We thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.